Alright, Twitch is working again. Alright, that's better.
Very good.
I had a nasty shot a while ago, Vinny.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
With a bolty?
Yeah. Poor fella. Poor
Yeah,
fella.
I'm getting pretty dirty with those shots.
That
What'd
fella,
you do to him? Out of a vehicle or some crazy
he was far away in the glider, and I just popped him in the forehead.
shit? Good thing you stream on every platform known to man. It's
Yeah.
recorded somewhere.
Yeah, it's definitely recorded on YouTube.
Recorded in at least 3 places.
Yeah.
Minimum. Anybody want a 249?
Yo, someone's calling in an EP, like in the woods, 80. You seeing this? Or is that you, Karma?
It's not me.
Dude, they're like right next to you, bro. It seems like
Where? Which way? Ping it.
east. Look east to 80.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're gonna get out of here before we can get there, but yeah, they're on the other side of the hill.
Stop. Oh, I hit one.
I was gonna say land the shot of your life and knock him off the thing.
That would be so cool.
That's one of those moments where you just go to bed.
That would call it a night.
Go, yep. Well,
Yep.
all right.
That's been fun, boys.
Huh.
Z-Ham is picking us up.
What's up, Captain Crunch?
Oh, shit. I don't think he understands that I will.
Dude. Baby, that was a good one.
What do you say?
Dude, this guy was just trolling the shit out of Karma, bro. He wouldn't stop the car for him. He kept like inching forward. Yeah, this guy seems to know how to play the game, but for some reason doesn't have a microphone. Hey, ZM, just throwing it out there. I don't know if you just don't have a mic, or maybe you just don't know if you're muted.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Woohoo! I guess he's just not much of a talker.
Lost in the world. I think I just saw a car.
A little drive-by Pachinki, huh? Okay. Interesting. Who you shooting at?
Like, fucking way out there, you know. I wanna run, rock.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Here I am. Rock.
Captain Chris, how you doing, big dog? I'm good, man. How you doing?
Oh god.
Roll to the left, Karma. Your other left. Hey, look at that guy. You motherfucker, don't you do it to me. I was like, no.
Here I am.
Bam,
Rocking like a hurricane.
Who's driving?
Karma.
Sorry, I was looking at my children.
Good Lord. Let the ham guy drive again. You said what?
Guys here. Going up to the second floor. I throw a nade.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a mortar coming our way.
They didn't even,
No,
they
it's
didn't
not.
even notice that we killed them so fast.
There they are. Oh, they're coming this way, but
Not. No, they're not.
Going to the dip. Vinny, you remember the dip?
I remember the dip.
That's where I'm going.
The sick dip.
I dip, you dip, we dip.
Put my hand up on your hip. Oh, he's running the shelter. I suck. Oh, pick it again. Pick it again. Do it. Do it!
This is how you die, Karma. Never mind.
What was that?
This is how you normally die, Karma.
It was almost the exact thought that I had. Shots coming from northwest of me, like
Drop,
maybe
drop,
near
drop,
secret.
drop, drop.
Who are you fighting, Karma?
I put my hand up on your hip. There's two there. One
Oh, I just got. Oh my God, my car's trying to kill me, dude.
Oh no.
What are we doing?
All right, stop it. Turn the engine off, then
we
exit.
can go now, yeah. I was-
Oh well, just in time. I'm just so bad.
they didn't all ego me. So
Now they're fighting.
Now they want to shoot us.
Trying to. Yeah.
Don't be a dumbass, my friends.
You gonna get your bike?
parachute.
Buggy coming in.
Tuba,
One's on this side of the wall.
motherfucker. Coward.
It's all to you, Brooke. GG. Northburg. Northgard. Northburg.
Ah, unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one knock, but I kind of boofed the second guy.
I went ahead and accidentally flushed your kill, so. And then I agree. I agree. Oh Lord. Right back, I'll get some drink. And I want some chicken nuggets too.
I made him like 6, and he decided he needed all of them in his hands.
Be right back. Oh, all right. I will follow someone and then I will be right back. I swear, anytime you mention stepping away during a pregame lobby, it starts up right away.
I know, it's wild.
Yo, Kraken's back? What's up?
Not bad in duos, but it's terrible in those squaddies, you know? You know, you've made a dent. You've made some headway whenever people start making diss videos about you. I want you to know that.
And I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Just in time.
You know you've made it. Hey, Vinny, you know
Poached.
you know you've made it whenever people start making diss videos about you.
Diss videos?
Is it because you look like a 45-year-old lesbian?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, this one guy made a TikTok about me and was wanting to fight, apparently.
That's wild, dude. Everyone wants to follow you. Because I'm following you.
Oh, okay, we're going down
Where
here
you
then.
going, Broke? Basahara, huh? Broke's like, what's the furthest point from the plane path?
Yeah, we're going to go to Basta rah 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 rah. Basta rah 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 rah.
I think it's just Bashara. But
Bashara? Yeah, that's what I said. Bashara rah 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 rah.
Oh, close.
Hello? Oh my god.
Well,
Hi.
Hello? God, is that you?
I'm dead. Like a firing squad up there. The old quarter pounder.
Woo!
I am the walrus.
There's Reverend on me.
Oh, there's a guy on the roof. Two guys on the roof. One of them's wicked hurt. They're on this roof, bro. Be careful.
Oh, yeah, I seen him.
I got him.
I seen
I
him
got
the
I got
last
I got
second.
He finally got killed. His teammate got clapped. Yeah, yeah. Someone with a VSS killed him.
Two guys lower.
So the team on the roof is dead. Thank God. How they got all the way up there? I have no heals.
Same.
Yeah.
Right past my building. Down low. I think it's heard me. Yeah. Look, I heard someone behind me. Maybe I heard you. Alright, I'm just gonna grab Karma's chip because they seem to. I think that was the team. The last team. Oh,
They're both dead.
good work, Rogue. Holy hell, dude. Karma's chip is on Oranga?
I'm gonna go to loot
No.
these guys.
Karma, where's your chip, buddy?
Outside on the right. Other way. Turn around.
Oh,
Right there.
I see you. Holy hell, that's who had all the heals. It was Karma.
I have
Oh,
a
I
bunch.
took all that. I took all that stuff and then didn't have enough room for your chip. That's kind of funny.
Whee!
Oh no, dude.
Right on yellow mark.
Mhm.
It was rough because all I had was one smoke. I didn't even have anything else.
Ah, that's good.
Oh, I hit him in the head too.
Sure did. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's out there all by
That was
himself. too.
incredible. That was incredible timing by him as well to not be at that mountain the entire time until I crested to get your chip. Kind of interesting, if you ask me.
Kinda sussy.
Kind of interesting. Something to look into.
For that damn RPD is a son of a gun.
Mm-hmm.
That son of a bitch.
Hey, do you still have my stream pulled up, Benny, or no?
I do not. I can pull it up though.
Yeah, pull it up so I can show you my overlays I built.
Okay. Let's see it.
Let me know when you got it up.
Let's see it.
A starting screen here. A chatting screen here.
I gotta say that cartoon version of you is in a lot better shape than you IRL, but that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. So you got my chatting screen here.
Mhm.
And you have this screen.
It looks like you, but better.
It looks like if you made a baby with Val Kilmer from Tombstone.
Hold on. Gotta put my hat on. That way.
Those are nice though. When did you make those? How long you been working on that?
I didn't. I just did it today.
Oh.
AI, bro. AI.
Gotcha.
Everybody's an artist with AI.
Yeah, bro. When I said the other day that all those professional graphics designers for Twitch and YouTube and TikTok, they're gonna go out of business, bro. AI can put them out of business immediately. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have come up with nothing like that to tell nobody to build.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
Oh, well, no.
After
Let's
making
go to
a bunch of
Alcantara.
songs- Why? After making a bunch of songs, like
And so now.
'cause I did write my own, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
But like after that, you're like, wow. I wonder how many artists did this. And
Mm.
then,
Especially in the era of in a hit country or whatever it is, where all of it sounds the exact same. You know what I'm saying?
well, there's even things. There's like certain sounds you only get when you do it. And then my sister was playing a song. I was like, you know, this is AI, right? Like what?
Mm.
So you can kind of just tell.
Yep.
But there's certain stuff with like ways.
Well,
they
a
say do.
human being writes the AI program, right? So
Yeah.
what it like the algorithm they're putting in it is probably kind of like how you were saying, Broke. You're like, oh, you know, it kind of reminds you of like the pop country scene.
Yep.
There's probably an algorithm to pop country stars, you know, gaining success. I would imagine.
Oh, there definitely is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd
Right,
be kind
absolutely.
of silly to not think that. So they put that into the program, which is why it seems like such a familiar thing.
I mean, I don't
They
disagree.
are pretty decent though. But I think what's like what people who are like professionals at certain things, like I mean like absolute top of their craft, they're gonna outperform AI because of their own individual creativity that they can bring to the table.
Yeah. I agree with that too.
Yeah,
Because what's gonna end
but-
up
Mine was
happening,
more
broke,
the-
is because broke, right? You're like, oh, like I could have never told someone to make this, but you and like thousands of other people have made like almost an exact same version of what you just made, just slightly different. Because if you look at, because AI is already recognizable for the most part, right? You're like, oh, it kind of looks like an AI generated thing.
well, everything that I've built, I mean, everything that I have, was based off of the picture that I
I might
took.
die here, by the way.
Oh, not good. Why? Armor's getting killed.
It was 100% by Vinny. Oh no, the guy's here. It was 64% Vinny.
There are guys there.
Oh, down there.
He's literally in this shack.
He was.
That's why I said I think there's a chance I might die because I was pushing that guy in the building.
That's crazy. I didn't even know anybody was
But
here.
then he shot Karma with the VSS, and then he jumped out and ran.
Turned around and saw you there, and I was like,
You motherfucker.
And then I was just still looking towards you, and then he ran by. And, oh,
But what I was saying is this whole theme that I have right now is 100% based off of the picture that I took on 4th of July weekend when I had the American flag suit on, the American flag coveralls on. Right?
Yeah. Yep. I recognize it.
So it's all, I started with that picture and I said, make me an esports style logo. And it goes, oh, yeah, I can do that. And then it made that logo. And then I was like, oh, I don't like this logo anymore. Let's make a different logo, but the same. The AI was like, what? Okay. Then they gave me something else. So we finally got to the version that I have now where it's
And
like,
the AI was like, hold up, wait a minute.
hold up. Let me show you what I'm cooking over here. Like, all right. Hey, okay, AI, I see you. $35 bandages are probably a little much, huh?
Yeah. Anybody want a muzzle brake? I got a knife going over here. Yeah.
I had some notes.
Oh, I found a secret chamber key. That's new.
Well, it's new the last
I don't
3
know what
patches.
one is.
Oh, did I miss that much?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can't.
Don't worry. I don't. That was almost so pitiful. I felt bad.
There's one in a side. They're in the
It's
side of a
okay.
mountain.
I muted my game trying to climb them. Because it controls my vault, and I went to look at my map.
Good.
It really should have, because really it had
How much does that one have?
a little more than half. Vinny!
All right, so there's a secret chamber key on my mark, I believe. I mean, a secret chamber. Top of the mark. I pulled up a map. I don't know how accurate it is, but I just want to see what they look like. I'm assuming, you know, it's like a.
It's a hole in
A
hole-
slightly different version.
a hole
of
in the
all
side
other
of a
ones.
mountain.
Yeah. You remember where the caves were? That's
Yeah.
that, but behind the locked door.
Oh. Really?
Wait, the caves are still
Crazy.
there. Where you going to? On
He
blue?
was just trying to get to this road. Yeah.
I'm just going to
Blue
go
marker.
for now. Way
Country
down the
roads.
road. About to road. Still on my God.
Oh,
Is there not one closer, Vinny?
There's not one that's not in zone. So it's Los Leones and that one that's
There's one
in
over
zone.
here.
Or we go further north. But I have a feeling it's gonna keep pulling south towards the coast. So I was like, fuck it. We'll go to this one.
People
Oh,
here.
guy
All
on the
those
road.
guys in front of us.
Oh, going down. Oh, thank God I have a blue thingy.
Oh, thank God. I was like full throttle.
I knocked one.
I saw that. You did? I tried to flush him. It didn't work. Did we just wait at this corner? Gas station?
No.
Corner on the
There's
left.
to our left. Is that the team? No, right?
No.
They were driving a car.
They were driving a car.
Murado. Dude, thank God for this jammer pack. Holy hell.
Oh yeah.
What the
Holy
hell? I
shit.
thought I saw a person and it was an upside down glider.
What the hell happened over here?
A whole game took place while we were just sitting in Alcantara. Parachute on the tower. What could go wrong here? What could go wrong here?
Yeah, nothing can go wrong. Tell me, right in the city.
Saw that. He's on the roof, he's looking at us. Where you going, him? For some reason, he wasn't getting bullet punched, but I was. Come on, pick me up, broke him.
Motherfucker.
Oh, right behind you. Oh, good try.
Well, that was
We
a
got
mistake.
merged. We got merged. Yeah, it totally was. I thought we were going to a secret room. Instead, we pulled up in the middle of a goddamn war zone.
Well, one, we were almost out of gas.
Okay.
Yeah, but we passed the car that you ran right by.
Yeah. We did?
Yeah, sure did.
Oh,
Sure did. Didn't know what you were doing. Then you
Sure
just
did, bud.
then you just stopped in the middle of the city.
I thought that's why we were slowing down. I thought you were slowing down for the car, and then you just kept going. And I was like, all right, I guess we'll just.
I did too.
not
Keep
gonna lie,
going.
I just-
And then you saw like one guy landing on a building with a parachute, and you full sent it into a wall.
Yeah, there was a
This like,
U.S.
this is where
sitting
we,
back there.
this is where we live now.
Yeah, you probably are, Henro, whatever your hell your name is. You probably are.
You think you just get a Pepsi at 8 o'clock?
Yeah. Do what the fuck I want.
What, baby? What makes you little angel? What's the matter? Oh, am I not? Liam, if you don't quit flipping up my mouse pad, I'm gonna lose it.
Don't lose it.
Ooh, another Erangale.
Shut the fuck
Depending
up.
on, depending on how
Shut the
long
fuck
this
up,
one's
fucking
this one's
monkey.
gonna take. Alright, I'm backing out. I'm not sitting here listening to this guy.
What did he say?
It's not even what he said. It was how bad his mic was. It was like he had a fan blowing into his microphone the whole time.
Oh,
When he was like mumble rapping into the microphone. And then called me a monkey.
That's not. Yeah, because this is probably gonna be my last one. I really didn't have too much time to play. Like if we make it all the way to the end of this match, probably where I'll call it.
Pepsi at 8 o'clock. Super.
What's that?
Somebody just said a Pepsi at 8 o'clock is a super feminine thing to do.
A Pepsi
Well,
at
it
8
was
o'clock?
It was my 5-year-old son, so.
Yeah, it's a 5-year-old, you dumb bitch.
A Pepsi at what? What were we? I missed something.
You did. You did.
Oh, Holden brought me a Pepsi, and I said, "Do you think you can just have a Pepsi at 8 o'clock?"
And then what? Somebody responded in Broke's chat that said that's feminine.
You know what's feminine? That person's fucking hand.
Yeah. I bet Max they could eat a Whopper Jr. Max.
No.
Little ass baby hands.
Dude, that commercial lives rent free in my head, dude. Yeah, what up,
That's
dude?
my picture in Counter-Strike.
How much time are you?
Hello.
Doing pretty good.
Dude, he's got the most. What is it? Boy, he's got one of those voices that put you to sleep.
Soft. You should do audiobooks.
The guy spoke
Oh.
4 words.
I know, but did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard him say 4 words.
He was like, it was
Sir,
like-
you have the voice of an
That was
idiot.
like you threw me a pass and you're like, he's the next Randy Moss. You
it
see
was
that?
like, it was
See that
like,
catch he made?
yeah, it was
He
like,
hasn't said
it was
a
like-
word since.
What do you mean?
Oh,
he
there
was
it is.
like,
Oh, wait, you're talking to.
are you
Conrad.
talking to me? Oh my God.
Nah, they're talking about you. Your voice. They find it so supple
Sensual.
and soothing, and they think you should do audiobooks.
No. You don't want that.
You have somebody sleeping in the background?
Yeah, your mom.
Got him.
Dumbass. All right, we're all following you.
Yeah, you lead the way, Pez.
You guys like any spots? I like trying. It's early and it's chaotic. You guys down?
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we,
I'm down.
we,
Let's do it.
we like Erangel,
Alright.
but we'll go to truck stop.
Where's it gonna go? Oh,
A completely different path.
I think there's some airfare tickets here on Kmart for it.
I cannot understand a fucking word he just said.
He said
Maybe
there's
1 or 2
airline
teams?
tickets on there.
I'm going right on green.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow right to your green mark.
Do you collect Pez dispensers?
There's people landing here.
Completely off topic.
I'm actually gonna take this big tower.
There's a guy landed over there at a damn. A pay to win skin.
Any info?
There was.
Yeah,
Not
much
yet.
yet.
Motel.
On my blue mark too, one's not.
There was a couple that landed by green. I mean by yellow.
Man, you can see me through the grass. They're right on my blue mark at that building. Probably going for a res now. I'm gonna keep backing up. Oh no, they're pushing me. Pushing up the hill.
Which from where?
Northeast.
Not the guy. Keep calling. Knocked two.
Nice.
I hear more.
That's a re. Yep.
I think. I don't know. Did they stay there?
That's a re-knock on side dish too, I believe. Playing the crest of this hill. Nice. Good work, gentlemen.
I have no meds, only boost myself. Okay, it's still on their team, right?
Yeah. Still a whole nother team on this side. Here you go. There's a first aid. Full kit. Full.
I took it. I think Vinny needs something.
No, I'll be alright.
Okay, I'm gonna go left to.
Yeah, this guy had meds.
He's knocked.
Yeah, motel. 2 on the roof at least.
Pretty far. Was that who you were shooting at?
On the motel, yeah.
I'll cut off the push angle.
I get the rest.
There's.
Got the guy in the roof. Oh, I got domed. I'm third knock. Don't worry about it though.
No.
He's down low.
Run out the back.
Just hold for now. Let him get out.
Oh, maybe he was second floor of the motel.
I knocked one with
That's
a
PC. Oh, there we go.
Hey, good shit. I have meds for you. What do you need?
Is that Insta? The last one
you.
Insta?
Yeah.
The circle's away far.
Alright, so I was the tank for that
RPG
fight.
here if somebody wants it.
Didn't realize we were playing with a fucking pro.
Who's that?
You know I was playing. Oh, he's got a mutant.
It's a mutante.
I'll take that mutant out there.
You
Get
want
an
my
extra
meds?
6x and an extra EQ mag for AR.
There's a bolt here right there.
Why are we trying to win the game? If we're trying to win the game, I should not run mutant. It's more of a novelty thing.
I'll take the mutant. I'll take it.
Alright, on the ground.
Probably find a vehicle here.
Extend a mag and Lightweight.
Very good, bro. Very good.
Extending back, you said where? Where's the extending back?
There's one.
It's
in the blue.
should be right in blue mode.
That's right of blue. I can't mark it. It's right of blue. Yeah, over here, right here. I'm low on meds. I have one first aid and one boost. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
I'm not driving. I'm not driving.
Right now I can. I pushed it up with them calm before.
They dropped 2 drinks in the trunk.
I grabbed. I have 0. I have one first aid and 2 boosts, and that's it. I swear up that.
Somebody else getting like weird feedback.
What?
Somebody else getting weird feedback. Almost like they're hearing things twice.
No.
It's almost like it's coming through somebody's like mic.
Back up and don't go up it, dum dum.
Sorry, it's my first time ever.
Oh, that was him driving.
It's your what?
First time driving.
Oh. Yeah. It's okay.
You get on that road down. Get on that road, it's easier.
Don't listen to him. Into the unknown.
Someone lined up for me. We going to San Martin or what? It's probably safe, actually.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it's his mic that's doing it. Bless
Ne-
you.
No, no,
Yeah,
that's
San Martin seems fine.
go hit. Y'all don't want to go through yellow? Instead of go into San Martin?
San Martin. They popped the tire. We're spinning. 2 of us got out.
You gotta stop.
They have a car they're driving left. That can't be the same guys, right? Oh, palm at me. I'm a pill, yellow, green.
Oh!
Oh, on the hill, on green. To the left of green.
Knocked on. I'm pushing that. On blood already? What? His teammates
Shot him.
pulling up on him from bar 200, but I hear the right arm on the body. I don't have fucking meds for this shit.
Dude, my audio is glitched.
Well, he keeps, like, his mic, his headphones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, yeah.
It's not, yeah, it's not
It's like he's listening through speakers on his desktop. Some crazy shit.
His headset, right?
There's one hot dog down here.
That other team.
You just seen him, Benny, push off to the left.
He's running towards the car. Oh my god,
We saw.
he's dead.
Nice. Grabbing our boys' ships.
Phase 2, yeah, we got plenty of time. The guy's right next to the golden rod over there on the hill. Can't fucking work with things. Game fucked up my settings.
I don't know if you've seen or not. There's a car
Yes.
on the road. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good pickup here. Fresh.
Holden giggled and laughed and said, "Come get me to Liam."
I figured we just call him in a hostage real quick.
Yeah, sounds good.
It'll be a while before we get back.
I didn't realize it was all the way over here. I thought it was in the pool. For some reason.
Bro, it's so freaking hard to get over there.
Well, I kind of was an idiot. Crazy.
Okay, come. Meds in front.
Oh, I got plenty now, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get back to the road.
Yeah, what do you think? We just maybe try and full send the Monty or something? Try and zero stop and come back to it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of compounds within
I guess you're right, yeah.
like green point.
Okay. I still have a freaking one helmet, bro. It's wild.
Prepare to get melted out of the car.
1 first aid, 14 bandages still in the trunk.
Good, I got 5, 14, and 5.
Maybe green mark? Are those shots up at green mark?
I'm looking, I don't see anything yet.
Like right at green mark, I think. But try and get to green.
There's definitely shots in that little building right beside you. Oh, there's fighting here at green.
Fuck. Nice, dude.
Got both of them?
Yeah, you got them both.
The coop.
I have a ton of shit on my body.
People coming on orange.
Where'd you kill them at?
One on the outside of the metal sheet fence.
Should I try and get Vinny up?
No, you don't gotta go crazy.
That's a good push.
Yeah, you guys probably have the best spawn zone. I would just play 3 up.
Wow. Holy shit.
I see those guys that are shooting you from like far.
These guys up above us.
Okay, now revive me.
Damn, we got griefed at the end there. GG
Yeah.
though.
Oh Jesus.
The fuck?
I don't know what you was doing, bud.
What?
Me? It wouldn't let me res. It would just start the
It was
circle
saying
and
it would
disappear.
it would say it was rezzing. It kept saying
Oh.
reviving teammate, but it wasn't. I think that side of the hill was like glitched or something because it wouldn't let him do it for you either, bro.
You done? Or are you coming back?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. I appreciate it though. Got a nice solid hour in.
Yeah.
Before bed. I'll be on more probably like Saturday night.
Okay.
That I can actually play for more than like an hour.
Yeah, I'll be on Saturday.
All right, fellas. You have a good one.
All right.
Peace out.
I'll be good.
I gotta get for you. Later.
All right. Well, let's get over to the actual what she was actually saying here.
Let me just express to you all that I truly feel disrespected. Can I say that?
Oh, she feels stuff. A lot of feelings from Candace. In fact, I would say 90% of everything that she does is based around feelings, including how she comes up with her wild speculative theories. All of it seems to be based around how she feels. So since she went ahead and put in the disclaimer that she feels disrespected, I have a feeling that the next few things that come out of her mouth are just going to be total bunk bullshit. Did you notice that she accused you of incredulity, but after all the evidence you presented, she said, I'm just not convinced, right? She was acting on her emotions and her feelings. Typical. Love your style. Keep it up. Will do. I'm still convinced she's nothing more than a dejected woman. Possibly.
I feel disrespected because there is no organization that knows better than Turning Point USA does that I was trained to debate by Charlie Kirk, cross country, across too many college campuses. I mean, just hours and hours and hours while we.
Well, that's interesting because you still don't know how to do it yet. I've shot a button buck inside 15 yards in the neck, and the bullet did not come out. A work colleague deer in the neck with 300 Win Mag, 150 yards, and the bullet did not come out. Stop using reason and logic and evidence, dumb. It's about our feelings.
We were traveling, note cards, learning how to debate, what not to do. And so it's just like, how dare they? How dare they send me Andrew Wilson?
Well, they didn't. So that's the first lie. They didn't send me.
Really, this is the new person that's coaching the students. This is who you think
Yes, the person who drubbed your ass in that debate up one side, down the other, and made you admit that you had no evidence for any of your positions. That would be me.
is going to take me down.
No. Point of this was never that it was going to take Candace Owens down. That's an insane thought, and I don't know whoever thunk it. It's not a matter of taking a person down. It's a matter of pointing out that their views are untenable and stupid, and it creates a snowball, which then often will turn into an avalanche. Candace walked into a debate saying Tyler was a patsy, then literally said, I'm not saying we should go with the idea Robinson's a patsy. I know. She lost very early on. She loved Charlie. Charlie didn't love her back the same way. Oof.
Goes into TPUSA headquarters in June, comes out, and suddenly he thinks that, I don't know, he's a billionaire, dropping my name. Oh,
What is she even talking about? Do you have any positive evidence you received $10 more? I do now. What is she talking about? I'm a billionaire who's dropping my... What is she... Does anybody know what the she's talking about? What is she talking about?
she's too afraid to debate me. Okay.
Yeah, okay, great. Under complete controlled conditions at your house, and you still lose.
Okay. Let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory here. You should just...
Oh, I can't wait to hear the backstory. This is why I love Andrew. Evidence first, anomalies investigated, no fake certainty, no pandering to his own side. He'd rather take the heat than lower his standards. Look, man, I got a DM from a guy today who was like, bro, if you switch sides, you'd be more popular than everybody. There aren't any sides. You understand? Like, there are no sides. It's not that, like, one side believes this and the other side believes that. It's just a matter of what is provable, makes logical sense, what has demonstrable evidence, either material or philosophical, for the position. It's not a sides thing. It's either true or it's not true. That's not a taking a side. That's insane. Here's the thing. Basically, she's throwing pasta at the wall to see what sticks. She comes up with how many conspiracy theories, for lack of a better word, has she done? The alien thing yet? Probably. For the billionaire fund, yeah. Did Rachel have holy water or sage ready when you got home? We were dealing with a damn demon. I don't think so. I think it's just dealing with a dumb.
What happened leading up to this, because it just will give you a better sense of what the organization has become. What we all notice is nothing to do with who Charlie was. And I think understanding the lead up to this moment.
Of course. Well, I mean, I think that she's right there. TPUSA is necessarily going to have to change post Charlie Kirk because the left killed him. They killed him. I don't know why anybody's confused about whether or not TPUSA was going to stay the same absent Charlie Kirk. I was never confused about it. Ever. She's been coping hard, and she keeps undermining things she said before, almost in the same sentence. It's bad. It is bad. She's been freaking out for 2 days. My favorite thing to do when they call you is post your debate on absolute crickets. Here's some beer money, not one step back. And I get a small loan of a few $1 million, Mr. Billionaire. Yeah. Tried to send you $50, but it seems degraded.
Lead up to the great debate. Yeah, I really do think that it will help furnish the answer of the strategy that Erica Kirk employs as the new CEO and leader. Now, I am not in any way exaggerating when I say that I have never in my life, amongst friend or foe organizations, dealt with a more unprofessional team than Andrew's team in my entire career ever.
Well, I guess we're doing something right then. Our professionalism over here at the Crucible is in question. Ridiculous. How could our professionalism be under question? Just not being professional enough. Need to be more professional-like.
anywhere leading up to them arriving at my house. So, foremost, just to back it up, you will recall that Andrew Wilson demanded that I publicly negotiate the terms of the agreement on X.
Yeah, that's true. I did. I said, until we get a debate prompt, I don't want to have private conversations for you to then leak on your show. Just be public with it. Tell me what it is that you actually want. Let's get this thing negotiated out publicly, which, by the way, I usually do with almost everybody because, as you might imagine, if it's done publicly, it's much more difficult for them to fib about it, isn't it? The wildest is all of the Charlie would be so proud, LMAO. Yeah, he'd be so proud of Candace tearing his widow to shreds and his company down. No, showing appreciation for my favorite new billionaire. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But let's get back to this.
To me, is quite childish. And we agreed, of course, that he could also bring a video guy because he was paranoid to ensure that there were no surprises, like we were going to do some sort of a gotcha here. Like, who is in his ear just telling him that any of this is necessary? I don't know, but I did find out. We also agreed, as you saw publicly, that he could bring his own fact checkers. Essentially, he's coming with a party of 4. We agreed that he could pick the moderator, et cetera, et cetera. We basically folded on everything because I just said, I'm down for this debate. And then once it was excruciatingly and publicly negotiated and we are finally able to move to discussions behind the scenes, we start an email chain, I am provided with no identity as to who I am communicating with. We're basically...
So what?
Yes.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a Who cares? You're talking to John Smith. Who gives a shit? Why? Totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant to anything. $300. Thanks for calling. All women regarded. That was really funny, I must admit. Pretty happy about that. She's mad because Rob clogged her toilet. That's funny.
Emailing the quote unquote Crucible team. I'm like,
so what?
Who is this? Who am I speaking with?
None of your. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Why does any of this matter at all? Why does any of this matter even a little bit?
Why is there no name behind the emails?
Why does there need to be? Here's 1 penny for each Mr. E post and reply on X for the last 3 days. He's been going pretty ham over there, hasn't he? Great debate, Andrew. By the way, I think the kinetic energy of the round's impact has a much greater one than air displacement. Same result, but worth researching. Have a much greater. What does that have to do with the air displacement, though? The air displacement was the explanation for why the shirt might have moved at the collar.
Even when like I said, we asked, who am I speaking to? They're just being shady for no reason. It's like a faceless email chain.
Why does it? I don't understand why any of this matters at all.
We have all of our names on there, so they know exactly who's calling the shots, who's being looped in. We've got nothing. So whoever this anonymous email person or people were, they then declare that they would like a contract and an escrow account for the funds. Okay. Not totally off the mark, but.
No duh. Yes, we send it into, in fact, PPD even recommended that. He's like, yeah, do it like a real estate deal. Send it into an escrow fund for her attorney's account. And then once her end is complete, release them. And that's exactly what I did.
It's going to be hard, not exactly easy to find a bank that approves an escrow account, open it, get lawyers involved by Friday. That's what I'm thinking. They then indicate that
that was her demand, though. She demanded it had to happen on Friday. Had to be this Friday. Couldn't be on neutral ground. It had to be this Friday. Like those were all her demands.
Okay, if it's my lawyer's account, okay, fine. I have my lawyer begin drafting a very simple contract, which basically spells out exactly what we've agreed to publicly. And suddenly we receive an email from the Crucible team essentially saying, never mind, Joe Rogan has now made an offer to host this discussion down in Texas. So, and I'm quoting this changes everything.
Yeah, it did change everything. Would have got way more viewership on it and would have been able to get it out to a lot more people, and it would have been neutral ground. It would have been better for everybody. Of course, I knew that you wouldn't actually do it because the entirety of it was just to try to have it at her house with maximum control. That was the whole game.
Let's just blow up the negotiations. Let's blow up everything that we made you painfully agree to publicly, because Joe Rogan will reach more people than your platform.
Yes, I'm sorry that logic and reason is so difficult for Candace Owens. But let's just think about this rationally. My offer was, since Rogan wants to host it, and it'll reach the most amount of people, therefore getting our views out to the most amount of people, and I'll still pay you the $300,000 for doing the debate, and it's not even very far from where your house is. You know, why not do it? Sounds reasonable and rational.
Now they're asking me to travel to Texas. They offer me a luxury car to accommodate my pregnancy.
I know, we're like that. Not only did I offer the $300K, but I was like, look, we can have a luxury vehicle and a driver and even provide reimbursement for your security if you'd like. I'm a piece of shit. What do you want me to say? What kind of asshole tells a pregnant lady, hey, lady, we'll get you a luxury vehicle or a first class flight, whichever one you'd like, if you want to do it on Rogan. What a bunch of we are.
And I say no. I say no unless Joe would like to come to Nashville, because it does not change everything. It actually changes.
Actually, don't recall her. Don't quote me on this, but I actually don't recall her saying anything about Joe coming to Nashville. Was looking forward to the debate all last week. Caught myself longing for Kyla's annoying tweaking. At least she can somewhat defend a position. Somewhat.
Is nothing. And I'm not going to deal. It's already been a painful process. I'm not taking myself through that again, plus pushing the date back and having to be in communication with this team for weeks on end.
Well, it wasn't weeks on end. Rogan wanted to do it the 21st. So it wouldn't have even been very long. What's your response to Candace accusing you of filming where her children play? Well, we haven't got to that part of the video yet. Calm down. I don't know why people are saying you're a terrible person. You took in a special needs Canadian. Yeah, that's true. I did do that.
Because you're a fan of Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan too, but I only had 2 conditions here, right? Everything else we've conceded to. I said I don't want to travel. Not because I can't travel pregnant. I do. I can and I do travel pregnant. I just don't want to travel to this ankle biter who's up there saying, I'll do it on your platform. Okay, put your money where your mouth is. The other condition I had was no smoking.
So control.
Okay, no smoking, no traveling. Anyway, they finally.
Well, there was no smoking in the house, actually.
They let that go, and I respectfully declined. And when Joe reached out, he was very nice about it, totally understanding. Andrew then calls PBD and asks him to moderate, because Michael Knowles said that he wasn't going to moderate. I immediately said, give me your second, third, fourth option so we can start reaching out to people. Andrew reached out to PBD, and around this time, the quote-unquote Crucible team begins renegotiating what we've already publicly agreed to, asserting that they want to have a guaranteed 90 minutes to basically sit me through a deposition where he...
This chick is so stupid. We must have explained this to her via emails like 5 times. She's so
not
stupid.
A deposition, dumbass.
What we explained to her was, you do how you should run this. And by the way, I even brought this up when we did our video conference call. I was like, actually, the best way to keep it on track is if it's 90 minutes of me doing defense, 90 minutes of you doing defense. That way you can attack my positions. I have to defend them. Then I can attack your positions and you have to defend them. I don't know why she continuously says it's a legal deposition. I have no idea. It was explained to her ad nauseum.
Dude, you've already asked that. You're a fucking moron.
Both in
Shut up.
email and when I talked to her through PBD. I have no idea why this chick still in her brain doesn't understand that you can do cross-examinations inside of a debate and it's completely legitimate, and it's actually the best way to get to the heart of the positions of the other person. For some reason, she thinks that that's a deposition. Can't make this shit up.
He can just go at me and ask me questions, and I have to answer his questions about things that I have said outside of our debate claims. Now,
No, not true. What a disingenuous, lying idiot. No, that is incorrect. What is actually correct is that her claims are tied into the idea that Robinson is a patsy. She uses those claims as evidence for that idea. So it's completely up for examination because those are her claims. Good Lord. I've watched Candace one time for every 200 times I've watched you, and I'm still not as confident that Tyler acted alone as you are. I know you didn't like him much, but I really loved Charlie and want the truth. What do you say to those of us 80% in the middle? The same thing I said in the debate. Tim, if it was just a matter of you, first of all, I've never had the position that Robinson acted alone, ever. I just think it's most likely that if he had help, it came from the left wingers who probably assisted radicalizing him in that Discord. I said that during the debate as well. Never been my position that he acted alone, ever. Wouldn't surprise me if you find out that there was people in the Discord who helped him or things like, but they were likely leftists. I reject the idea that the federal government with TPUSA assisted in Charlie Kirk. That's insanity. But if all your claims are is I haven't seen enough evidence yet because we haven't gotten to the trial to be convinced that Robinson murdered Kirk, that would be fine. Nobody would even care, especially least of all me. I wouldn't care. That seems fair. You want to wait until there's more evidence before you make up your mind? That's exactly how a rational person acts. She makes extraordinary claims, and those require extraordinary evidence. Notice how she calls you an ankle biter, but can't seem to stop talking about your character after losing a debate. It's pretty funny. Gets her stomped, admits she has no evidence for any of the things she's been claiming for 11 months, declares victory anyway. Can we get a promo code for Debate University? No. No promo code. Full price. Just make it all up. Just make it up. Yeah, they just made it up. Made it all up.
we've already addressed that publicly, and I said no. I said I'm happy to answer your questions once we have exhausted our debate claims, but we're not going to have you sitting down and deposing me. I actually recommended via email again.
It's not a deposition. Well, what do you do with this? Like, what do you do? How many times do you have to explain it?
I said, if you want that to happen, you're going to have to pass the bar and join Brigitte Macron's prosecution team against me. If that's what you're aspiring.
Which, by the way, was a really stupid thing to say. It was one of the dumbest things in the emails that she sent. If you want to depose me, you have to join Brigitte Macron's legal team. Nobody's talking about a deposition. Lunatics. And by the way, yes, this was as painstaking a process as she could possibly make it. She desperately tried to frame the debate as anything except you being there to challenge her claims. That's what this whole thing is about. It was always about challenging her claims. Always. They demanded that I come in and do the, what about the state's evidence? And it's like, yeah, but I'm just trying to get to your claims here.
To do, sit me down for a deposition, you have to become a lawyer and join her team. Okay. And
wow, that's super clever. She's very clever.
I said no. And PBD, I'm going crazy here. I'm like, he is the one that agreed to all of this publicly, made me do this publicly, and is now trying to change things. So at that point,
well, you're not changing anything. I always wanted there to be a cross-examination. I was very clear on that.
That or add that to the contract. I just want to make sure that there will be time for me to address, generally speaking, some of her conspiracies. And I said over and over again, I don't mind answering your questions. We're going to be dialoguing. Like you're not sitting me down and questioning me. And I want to make sure we had first and foremost address the case. That's what people are here to listen to. And I explained in detail on this call, and PBD has two members from his team on the call as well, Tom, as well as his executive assistant. I explained in detail, thoroughly, that my house is very small. I explained to him why we are not.
But demanded we do it there.
Not allowing them to film anywhere but inside of this exact studio. My kids live here. They homeschool here.
But you demanded that we go there. demanded that we go there over and over again, just endless demands, even though we had plenty of viable alternatives, still demanded that we go there.
She lost by a lot more
Over
than
and over
the
and over and over and over and over and over and over
She
and
lost
over.
more
demanded
than
that we
by
go there.
more than a landslide.
And this is something that you just have to respect, but I understand you're paranoid. We have a very small, formerly HVAC closet control room. But
And you demanded that we go there. Do you think that she made the pastor at her wedding join Brigitte Macron's legal team before asking her for I-do's? No idea.
we will create a spot to address your paranoia for your team. They will be able to listen. They'll be able to hear everything. And so that you know if there's no funny business going on, and you're welcome to basically record within the studio so that in the event that we try to trick you or do something, you will have captured it. And he's fine with that. We get off the phone, everything is done. Contract gets officially signed on Thursday. Okay, what could possibly go wrong? You're thinking, right? Because tomorrow's Friday. Well, sometime on Thursday, my producer is like, it's kind of weird that we don't have a point of contact. We are still dealing with a faceless team. No one has reached out to ask for our address. We also need the name.
That's because all of that was supposed to go through PBD, who I specifically asked not to give these lunatics my phone number. And they did anyway. Awful nice of them, huh? Literally asked them, please. Now it's a burner number, but that's not the point. The point is, I literally asked them not to give any of these lunatics my number, and they did anyway. The bullet had mangled Charlie the way these kooks claim it should have. Candace would still claim it must have been an exploding mic because, yeah, I know. Bro, I know. The way she trashes you and gets all of her minions to try to deplatform you is so cringe. She has fooled so many people. Yeah, it's very clear that these people
she's
are
a
going
piece
to be
of
mass
garbage.
reporting, mass flagging my channel. There's several tweets that I've already identified
Piece
trying to do
of
that.
trash.
Because we have security and we need to know who they're bringing. So the face.
The people that you demanded come to your house. Now we have to have security and check their IDs and blah, 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 blah. Even though you didn't have to do any of that. You just demanded that it was at your house over and over and over and over and over again.
Those people have to become real people. And we end up asking PBD's team to provide us a number for Andrew Wilson.
Which they shouldn't have done, by the way. As I specifically told Patrick Bet David on the phone not to give these lunatics my phone number, that they could go through Patrick Bet David for any of this setup stuff as a point of contact. That's why we looped him in to begin with. She's trying to portray you as unreasonable and paranoid. That's rich. Yeah, we were completely reasonable. Why should Erica give you a text to read that CK said to have sent after saying she had his phone and he was not texting people in fear for his life? You all act oblivious to lies like this. It's not. The problem is it's a lack of charitability on your part. You just assume everything is a lie when it's not actually a lie. What Erica said was that when she went through and reviewed the text messages, she didn't see anything like that. And then she got to his Telegram. I believe it was Telegram. And then she found other messages. You guys just always act like everything's there can be just no other explanation. It's like, bro, calm down. Someone should tell Candace this is all hearsay and she can't be trusted as a source. True. Candace gives me believe all women vibes.
We get a number, and it's Andrew's number, and he says, reach out to this number, which seemingly belongs to no one. They will not identify themselves.
So
my producer is now texting an anonymous somebody.
So what?
We try to run the number to figure out who we're speaking to.
Of course you did. Of course they did. Andrew's so paranoid. He said to reach out to my producer, and here's a number that you can contact him at. And so we immediately ran the number, try to figure out who he was. That Andrew's so paranoid. Andrew's so paranoid. People hear themselves. They don't even hear themselves. Tyler was never on the roof. Do we really expect him to jump off of a roof, potentially breaking his leg and blowing the entire op? Good point.
Appears to be a burner phone. The person I guess they want to surprise us with who they're bringing to the house. I can't even imagine this. I can't even imagine this scenario where someone has expressed to you, my children live here, they sleep here.
But you demand that we come there anyway. High IQ stuff. My children live here and they sleep here. then why don't we go do a third-party neutral platform that you already said that you can travel there and travel when you're pregnant, and it's not a problem. Of course, she told me that it was a problem, but she, fine. You're not going to travel. It has to be done at your house. It's like, then don't bitch and complain. There's going to be a bunch of strangers at my house. You insisted we do it at your house. Andrew, huge fan here. Did you see Dave Smith's reaction? He's also live with Candace right now. In my opinion, you won the debate, but I wish the negotiation was better. God bless you and your family. Well, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
This is our personal home. Like, we are going
he's not
to,
coping.
have a studio
He's on his
outside of this in the
victory
near
court. He won.
future. But for now, this is what we have.
He won easily, so there's no cope.
Now, over the course of this conversation with this faceless individual, the person immediately begins getting rude with my producer and insisting, again, this is on Thursday. This is the night before, that they're going to need a desk. They're going to need a place to set up Andrew's live stream. Excuse me.
Oh, my God. That unreasonable son of a bitch. They're going to need a desk and a place to set up for the live stream. That unreasonable. Hey, Mr. E, you, man, you unreasonable prick. Unreal. You asked for a desk and a place to set up your live stream? What the hell is wrong with this guy? What a nutcase. Her biggest dig so far is that you didn't know all the charges offhand. That's all I've seen. That's because there's nothing else. The strangers in my personal home is the new I'm mad at the 2 minutes rule.
They're saying they're now going to need an HDMI cable that's going to run out of our studio into the control room so they can set up a computer into a camera and live stream.
Oh, my God. How could they? Those sons of bitches. They want a place where they can set up and an HDMI cable? My God. How could they? How could these unreasonable sons of bitches ask for this insane amount of accommodation? PBD also didn't ensure she didn't have a person hidden in her house transmitting to her earpiece separately because that's what happened.
I mean, if you're a woman, then he thinks you are too, so.
They
whatever.
need access to power, they say.
Power too? Man, let's get this long list of unreasonable that apparently Mystery asked for. He wanted a place where he could set up to live stream an HDMI cable and power. My God. I got to fire him over this, We got to fire his immediately. He asked for power.
Yeah. And if you're anything more than that, then you're stupid. Because you have to wait for the rest of the evidence to come out. The rest of the evidence, they've only showed us about 75% of it. You have to wait for the rest of the evidence to come out. Once it comes out, then you can make 100% determination. It's a lot better than Candace saying 0. 0. 0. Yeah, but Candace didn't know that that Tyler sent a confession through Discord messages. Candace didn't know that. So they're 1 for 1 on not knowing shit. So what are you trying to say? Who cares?
A place to set up an HDMI cable? What the is wrong with this guy?
They being the anonymous people, I don't know who we're speaking to, and I almost lost it. I just went this is
those unreasonable. She almost lost her mind. What else do they want, huh? They want power for their equipment? These sons of bitches, what the hell is wrong with them? Power for their equipment? Holy shit. Enough of these people. I almost lost my mind. Sweet Lord, I just checked out her YouTube comments from tonight. May God protect you and your family.
No more than you are, bud.
Looney Tunes, bro.
Yeah, she got this. She got one of the charges wrong
Andrew,
to herself. So
if you were to debate Candace,
shut up, Andrew. I'm talking. She got one of the charges wrong. He got one of the charges wrong. I mean, if you want to get, and so if you want to be pedantic about it, murder, you have murder, then you have levels underneath murder.
Again, what would you change about your debate tactic wise for the second? Probably nothing. Honestly.
Well, considering I'm not gaming
She doesn't
gamer
have
guru,
any. There's
that'd
nothing
be
to
kind of hard to
debate.
do.
She doesn't have any evidence for any of her claims by her own admission. What the hell are you even debating? Her feelings?
She got one of them wrong too, bud. So that wasn't her. That wasn't her claim, dumbass. Her claim was to prove that Tyler Robinson was a patsy. She didn't do that. She lost.
That's all she said was like, it's my feelings. I just feel this way, Andrew. You can't tell me how to think, Andrew, and how to feel, okay? I feel a way. I feel a way. You can't tell me how to feel a certain way, Andrew. That was the entirety of her arguments. Charlie Kirk trained me to debate about your feelings. I doubt it.
It wasn't a story. It's real.
Absurd. They still
Go-
will not
go back and
answer
look at
who
the
they are
title
bringing.
and
I
the
said we have
claims of
never
the debate.
agreed to allow them to set up a live stream in our home, to write a desk, an HDMI. What are we even talking about? And the person replies that they thought it was implied because our contract says the debate will be live streamed.
Yes. So the assumption there is that we also get to live stream it.
You talking about the parking lot picture, the parking lot still picture that they edited? Talking about that one, dude? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's not be stupid. Not be stupid. They expanded the photo and they cropped it. Not be stupid.
Duh.
Yeah, the debate's going to be live streamed like my show is live streamed every day because you thought we were going to trick you and put it behind a paywall. Why would you think that implies that you can set up a mini studio in my home after I've gone through such pains to express to both you and PBD's team how small the space is and how we don't have any room?
That you demanded we go to. That you over and over and over again demanded that we do there. They want permission to enter my home that I demanded they come to. I'm about to lose my mind with these unreasonable demands. It's just out of control. Brother, this was all by design. She knew demanding that you come to her home was something she could manipulate. Yeah, of course she did. But who cares? Like, it went into her own space and still proved that she had no evidence for any claim she's made over the last almost year. Let me guess, you also demanded water and access to the bathroom. That's where her kids live. I know. It's just, we're out of control.
So when did this anonymous team decide to email us rather than trying to, force my producer to just accommodate them? When were they going to email us about this assumption? 9:15 p.m. the night before. 9:15 p.m. the night before the debate, with a follow-up email sent at 11:15 p.m. And still, at no point will they identify who the four people are, despite the fact that we asked multiple times in email and via text, who are you bringing into my home where my children lie their head? So it's now...
Oh, my God. This is insane.
Hold on,
She's
Andrew. Hold on.
Consideration and see what you think about it.
Now, 75% is pretty overwhelming of the evidence that we have right now. So I don't know what you're talking about. It was. It just wasn't in the preliminary treat. Just wasn't in the preliminary trial because it wasn't needed. Once it gets to trial, there'll be more. Just watch. Just don't be stupid.
Accuses us.
Just watch this video.
Of
Watch
AI
the video.
enhancing the photo, of tampering with the video. No, we did no such thing.
But believe it or not, she actually did tamper with the photo, and I can prove it in a split second. So first and foremost, you can see the photo on your screen, right? All she simply had to do with this photo, I'll stretch it over here because we're going to stretch this photo out. We're going to completely stretch it. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, the cars look normal. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, he looks thicker. And he's got a crazy bend in his arm that really shouldn't be there, but that's what happens when you stretch somebody's wrist out. A great example, here's a zoomed in version. What, did Lockhart come in and magically cast a spell on his broken arm and turned his arm into a noodle? That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't think somebody's wrist should be quite that long and indented. But of course, there's still a major problem with this photo, right? No matter how much you stretch it, do you know how much you would have to stretch this photo out just to get the bend out of the ceiling up there? You see that right up here, this crazy bend at the very corner of the wide-angle lens? Well, that's what happens when you stretch somebody's wrist out. But I guess if we were to great example, here's a zoomed-in version. And then what, did Lockhart come in and magically cast a spell on his broken arm and you can't really tell, can you? That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't think somebody's wrist should be quite that. But surely Candace Owens would never, ever crop the photo to make sure that all the rest of the curbs are gone, would she? Oh, crazy. That's exactly what Candace Owens did. You can't see the roof in this picture for a reason. I say Candace Owens, but I guess it was Mel, the crazy lady, and Candace shared it. Whoever did this deliberately cropped this photo so you would not be able to tell that it was stretched. That's exactly what happened. This is who Candace Owens is. This is what she does. She will fabricate evidence in order to get you to subscribe to her and give her money.
So that's what's going on. Why did they? Because with that image she showed, you would have saw the ceiling still bent, because the way that lens works is it's like distorted around the edges, almost like a circle. So
Even if everything that you say is true, it still doesn't mean that he's a patsy, which means you still lost. Dumbass. It's not all hearsay and Charles, you're a liar. It's not. Let's forget about let's back that up. It's not all hearsay. He didn't. He took all of them. He secured all of his cameras. So you're a liar. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, he did. He took down the camera behind Charlie Kirk to secure the fucking evidence, dude. No, I don't question it at all. Okay, well then you don't know what you're talking about. No, they didn't, dumbass. You think they just left all their cameras up there? Stupid. You think they just left all their cameras up there? If you do, you're dumber than Candace.
Hey, everybody, how's it?
No, I don't need to do all that. But somebody's big mad because they can't prove their point. Apparently, you don't know what you're talking about, bud. Okay. One piece that's not hearsay. DNA. DNA's not hearsay. What else you got? What else you got? Because DNA's not hearsay.
About this. Holy shit. It's almost like the day before we spent all day traveling. Holy, can you imagine that? Imagine spending all day.
DNA recovered from the firearm. DNA recovered from the screwdriver. The license plates that Tyler Robinson's car. The half license plate that from Tyler Robinson's car when he came back to try to retrieve his guns or retrieve his weapon. You know, all of that. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that, Brian, as long as they eat their own. Prove it. All you have to do is prove that's the case, and then I'll believe it. If you can't prove it, then it doesn't matter. The chain of custody is with the fucking investigators, dude. You go subpoena for the chain of custody. Just keep watching the trial. You'll see the chain of custody.
Traveling. So you have to get some of the stuff done in the evening, the night before the debate.
I don't
My
have
God.
to prove anything, dude.
Could you even imagine? Please address the I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you nonsense that her people are salivating over. Well, see, I told her that the reason that she was saying makes no sense as a series of inference.
You're the one making extra claims. You're the one making claims. You have the state of. You have to prove your point, not me. The evidence is overwhelming. What are you talking about?
Is because inferences require a if and then.
A bunch of idiots that probably didn't even watch the pretrial.
If.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Right? If I am 20 minutes from work and I need to be there in 5 minutes, then I'm going to be late, was the example I gave her. So if and then. If it's the case, work 20 minutes away, and I only have 5 minutes to get there, then I'm going to be late. That's an inference. What she would do is be like, Erica didn't answer question. Therefore, she's complicit in the murder of her husband. Those are not valid inferences. The if and then made no sense. And so I pointed this out to her. Can you explain to me how you get to these series of inferences? And then she said, well, I can say it, but I can't understand it for you, which is true. I actually can't understand a bunch of just mouth diarrhea nonsense. I can't understand that. That is, in fact, the case.
Do you even know what the hell that means, dude? Or are you just listening to Candy Tard? Do you understand? Do you know what DNA being degraded means? I don't think you understand it, to be honest with you.
Debate day. We still get no answers, no identity of who they're bringing. They want to surprise us. That's very apparent. And I just want to say I cannot comprehend how degenerate and disrespectful you have to be to do that. I would never do that to anybody, no matter how I felt about them. So we just made sure that they were not welcomed through the front door. We normally just welcome everybody through the front door. Instead, they had to go through the back, through the basement door, because why would I allow anyone to be so unnecessarily disrespectful? And then we figure out.
I actually don't think that this is the case. So it is true that we went through what she's calling her back door.
Well, then you're an idiot.
Kind of funny, but that is true. But I think that that's because that was the closest area to the studio. Like there was just one turn, and then you were in her studio.
And you're
So that
just
actually
stupid.
makes
So
more sense than
whatever.
having people go all through her house in order to get there. That's why I think she did it. I don't think it has anything to do with her feeling disrespected or anything. By the way, she didn't bring any of this up at the time. She didn't bring none of it up. Nothing. Not a thing. Smoking Man won before even the first round. Our word was said. The prompt was overwhelming, meaning Andrew's preference. Debate unbeatable. It's true.
God, you are so insufferable. You're insufferable. His DNA was the most. What'd they say? What'd they say in the trial? One tillionth. You don't even know what you're talking about. The only other people's DNA that was on the firearm was his dad, his grandpa, a couple other family members.
It is actually a good point. I've been doing nothing but posting shorts exposing the fact she literally conceded the debate prompt. No proof of a patsy. She did concede it. I can't believe she doesn't trust anonymous people when it comes to her house, but she could if you told her was coming for her. That's funny.
Why? And then it starts to make sense because he shows up with Steven Crowder's team. Steven Crowder's producer, CEO, regular on-air talent, feature, who spends all day mean tweeting me. He's actually like the CEO of whatever it is.
Well, I didn't show up with Steven Crowder's team. I showed up with my friend Gerald, who I've been friends with now for quite some time and who I like a bunch. So, crazy.
Steven Crowder thinks he does anymore. If you don't know who Steven Crowder is, he's basically a child actor who never stopped being a child actor. He's a 40-year-old man, and he just likes to prank people. And this is exactly his brand.
Just lying her off. Just lying her off.
Laughing at your own jokes.
In any way, shape, or form, even attempting to be honest, she'd say, if you don't know who Steven Crowder is, he has one of the largest, and had one of the largest on YouTube, now on Rumble, shows in existence in the political arena. And he does a daily show with political commentary that's tuned into and seen by millions and millions of people. That would be the honest answer. What does she give?
Never happened.
He was like a child actor. He never grew up. Grow up, Steven. Grow up and be an adult and accuse people of people with no evidence, Steven, like an adult does, you stupid. You. Logic beats feelings every time. While emotions are significant, they don't determine the outcome of court cases. Evidence does. You're amazing, Andrew. Thank you. She's pathetic. She's appealing to low IQ women, the ultra collective. This was not a debate about if the shooter's guilt. It's an exposition of the ultra collective cognitive dissonance. Of course you're going to stream it. Of course.
Of just doing something this disrespectful for no reason. And
you can leave, bud. I mean, you don't have to be
when
here.
When I say disrespectful, and I'm not even like Gerald Morgan is who he brought with him. I didn't
like the nicest guy on planet Earth, by the way. One of the nicest. One thing, Gerald has the reputation of being,
I don't know, bud. There's a
like,
lot of people that think this is overwhelming.
Just has the reputation for being
like
the nicest person ever.
Could you imagine?
Okay, this one's a winner. I can tell you lies,
like
but I can't believe them for you, Andrew.
It's gonna be a pretty easy case.
I can't believe I used to like Candace back in the early Trump days. Thanks for showing us her true colors. Can't wait to see her on Legion of Coom. She's earned it. Yeah, she's nutcase, bro. Imagine paying $300,000 and wanting power. I know. Imagine paying $300,000.
And then y'all are all gonna lose your fucking minds whenever Tyler
that despite me
comes out
detailing
and
why we
says
wanted
he's
no
guilty,
filming outside of
so
this
he can
studio.
get out of the death penalty.
Inside,
you're gonna lose your mind.
Did we go to
saying you can film in the studio? Gerald decided
when
to do a live call-in from my kids' playroom just outside the studio. It was one of the reasons we said no smoking. We made it clear to them my children's playroom, which is the garage area, is just outside.
How the fuck do I know what the judge thinks? How do I know what the judge thinks? Vibes, bro. My intuition. I'm allowed to think. You can't tell me I can't think. I can think, right? That's what your queen said. Vibes and feelings, bro. Intuition, bro.
Very, very, very sneaky. It's a garage. That's what it was. It was a garage. Now, it's true there was kid stuff in the garage, but so what? Everybody who has kids has a bunch of kid shit out in their garage. Everybody. You ever been to anybody's house who has kids that doesn't have a ton of their kids shit out in the garage? Because I never have. Not even once. At least not that I can recall. The restaurant receipt was my favorite part.
What are you
Do
talking
have the
about,
receipt?
Florida? Nobody
No, but I
mentioned
talked to
Florida,
a guy once, so
stupid.
that proves enough. Yeah, I got tons. Listen, I got hundreds of DMs from people saying, I did not know that
Hey,
Candace added that to the
don't let the-
timeline and it hadn't been
Don't let
verified.
the door hit you with a good Lord
Hundreds
switch,
of
bro.
DMs from people saying,
Get out of
that.
here.
Man, Gerald is the man. He tilted his hat.
you don't
even
have to
just by
lie.
being
You don't
there.
have to
Now
lie and say
admonish
you've
me.
never watched
Yeah,
it.
Gerald's great.
Your queen is
When
Candace,
she said, I
and we
actually
know
don't
this.
have to explain why
so
you
just
think. I yelled
stop
300K says you
crying
do.
in
Why
the
are you
chat.
even here then? Yeah, exactly. Candace is a horrible mother, then, if she believes TPUSA hired you and that you're evil. Why the hell would she bring them near her children? This is the million-dollar question. I don't know. If the concern is that you're going to be around where the children live and this and that, and we're all a bunch of nefarious evildoers, then why even have it? I don't even get it. It makes no sense. None of it's rational.
Can't smoke cigarettes. Like, all of this was made clear. This was their big plan, is to get views for Steven and to disrespect me. You can go back. And so I still am just amazed.
And she shook his hand and gave him a muffin. She didn't bring up any of these concerns at all. Not a one. She didn't bring up any of this. We got there. She was like, hi, how are you? If you'd like a buttered scone, they're on the table right over there. If you'd like, you got to try one. They're quite good. And there's bottles of water right here and blah, blah, blah. But she didn't bring up none of this shit. What the hell is she talking about? Candace Owens belongs on The View? Probably.
Yeah, because all of you dumbasses, like the candy cards that keep coming in. That's the reason it's like that. There are, what, 2 million followers for Candace or whatever? Y'all better win the polls. If you don't, then you got a problem.
Why do her children have a playroom? I don't know. Kids have playrooms. That's fine. But why take us through the kids' playroom to the studio then? If that's the concern, it just makes no sense. By the way, there wasn't even any place for Gerald to be standing really to take any video inside of the precise studio area. And my understanding is that he asked the security guard, who didn't care.
Nope, nothing like that.
He just didn't care. He's like, yeah, it's fine.
Y'all just follow your queen everywhere.
Keeping it real, overwhelmed isn't 75%. It's 175 in my opinion. The fingerprint degradation, he could have used gloves. Well, I don't understand. It's 175% is overwhelming. No, I don't think so.
Is by plotting against another very pregnant person to sort of like break.
Like if I ask you, are you 85%? Are you more than 75% convinced of this thing? How's that not very convinced? It sounds like you would be very convinced of it. A debate really proves how many stupid people there are when they can only point to you not being specific on one charge, and she didn't prove any claim. I'm aware. Drewski imitating Erica is her brand of humor, but Crowder is unfunny and immature.
Into her house in a weird way, and like, so you could have inside scoop on a debate rather than just maturely emailing and saying, like, why would you sneak into someone's house? Like,
sneak in. There was no sneaking. What is she talking about? I was,
you can't win the conversation. So you got to go
I was allowed to bring X amount of people, and I brought exactly that amount of people. Where's the sneakery?
Buddy.
Where's the sneaking
you lose
part of this? How did you not understand that? What I'm saying is, in the near future, she's going to claim that she has cars outside and imply you leaked her address in a desperate attempt to discredit you. Well, perhaps. There's nothing I can do about that, is there?
It still boggles the mind. Why would you try to sneak into someone's house?
Well, nobody snuck into anywhere. You opened the door wide open and then offered the guy a buttered biscuit. Like, what are you talking about? The is she talking about? How sneaky was Gerald? If Gerald
Look, go
walks
watch
in
it-
and she
go
offers
watch your
him like
queen
a buttered
stream.
scone that she got from the local
Go
market.
watch Queen Candace.
Here, have some of these
Go watch
baked
you some
goods.
Queen
Welcome.
Candace and
Gerald shakes his
Just go
hand.
ahead and
How
get
is
outta
that
here.
sneaking? That's the opposite of sneaking. That's coming in, you're announcing yourself, say hello, you shake hands, then you get offered baked goods. Where I don't even understand this. Officer, this guy snuck in my house. He did. Yes, you need to arrest him immediately. Well, tell me what happened. Well, he knocked on the door and he said, "Hey, you were expecting me here today."
fine. Rewind. I don't care.
And then I walked inside after they told us to come on in, and then I offered this guy some drinks, and we and breakfast, and then he sat down and ate the sneaky. What the is she even talking about? It's just bat crazy diarrhea of the mouth,
Crazy.
just blah, 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 you know, and it's stuck in. It's all just adjective laced. He snuck in. Sneaky. You sneaky sneakers, you.
Damn liberals
because
are
you want
wild.
clicks and views, because you don't have the manhood or the decency to say, hey, look, you said I could bring 4 people, and I'm going to bring someone that you don't like and someone who's been nasty to you online, but that's my prerogative. I would have said, yeah, you're right. It's your prerogative.
Then what's the problem?
I mean, you are what you are.
Then what's even the issue here? Thought what? I have to tell you things that I'm going to do
No,
already?
bro,
I'm doing them.
you've been in here
what
the
is she
whole time
talking about?
talking all kinds of shit.
That would have been okay. I would have said you're
The
right. You
whole
can just have
time.
whoever you want. Okay, great. I did. What's the problem? I can roll out the red carpet for you, but I can't sneak in for you. It's how she feels about it, though. Gerald snuck the scones into his stomach. Is that what she means? I don't know. Gerald was crawling through her vents, and she only noticed him when he ran barefoot through all the broken glass. Yeah, Gerald McLean. There's not a single thing that just came out of your mouth that is true. Any thoughts on Dave Smith stating that Candace won the debate? Well, if Dave Smith was any good at knowing how to win debates, he would have won his debate with me, wouldn't he? Mike says, fingerprint thing is easily explained. His oldest fingerprints could have been
good.
from a past hunting trip. He could have wiped down the gun with a towel and only prints on the side, back, the trigger guard. There's a million other viable explanations. She admitted that herself. ChatGPT gave the debate 55 Wilson, 45 Owens until I posted the transcript, and it shifted 80 Wilson, 20 Candace after it saw that she couldn't back up a single claim. She won in rhetoric and command presence, a.k.a. pontification. You mean woman prattle. She won in woman prattle. Candace, I'll take the Mott and Bailey again for 500, Alex. Yeah. Must
have a
be
feeling
hell being
you never
married to
left,
this
Possum.
woman. He probably wears headphones a lot. Who knows?
Could you just make sure this person doesn't, film here, whatever? They did not do that. And it was actually in complete violation to what we agreed to, because one thing the contract did stipulate was no filming outside of this studio. Anyway.
These are all areas that they told us we could be in, by the way. Like, all of these were areas they told us that we could be in. So I don't even know what the she's talking about.
I kept it professional. We were kind to everyone because, if nothing else, it did give me the confidence to know that Andrew was surrounding himself and taking advice from very unserious people who like to play pranks, essentially.
Well,
and
when
I
that
think that we saw the
hearsay-
fruits of that during the debate
When that
immediately.
hearsay
That was their plan, to sort of play
sentences
tricks
him to murder,
win.
sentence him to
And I do-
death for
Yes,
murder.
using logic.
And
I know that logical
I guess
trickery.
he'll
Hey, you got any evidence for your claims?
still work out.
Snake, you trickster. Trickster. Andrew defined overwhelmed at the beginning. She acknowledged and accepted the definition. Correct. I just mean very convinced. That's what I mean by that.
Not on me to
I enjoyed
prove
meeting you
anything.
and your team
It's
at
on the
DebateCon. Candace giving credence to conspiracy theories surrounding
It's
Kirk
on the,
undermines reality that we have a problem
the
with
police
bloodthirsty
department to
lefty
prove that.
loonies that want to destroy America. I'm aware.
and I'm
I
sure
want to
they
say,
do.
just to be super fair here, the team, particularly he had in the control room, Rob, he was very kind, very professional. Even Gerald, he was kind and professional to my face, but
I thought that we were the most unprofessional people ever. What the This chick contradicts herself every 5 seconds. She started this out by saying we're the most unprofessional people ever. And now, hey, they were super professional the entire time that they were there. Make up your mind, lady. If you're a man and believe Candace Owens, you need to get your testosterone check. And this is coming from a woman.
I agree.
The idea of the giant of a man that is Gerald sneaking anywhere is hilarious. That's true. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I lost all respect for Dave Smith. He just interviewed her, and he's just sitting there agreeing with her on everything. So what? This is not, why is this surprising to you? If you're a man to believe Candace Owens, oh, sorry. Underwhelming debate. Candace just reeled back on everything and just said no evidence of my theories, just feels. Exactly. Can you explain what this whole foot shaking is and how is that even a dunk on you? Well, okay, let me explain it to you. Ready? There's lots and lots and lots and lots and tons and oodles and boodles of men who, when they and they have one of their legs over their knee, they shake their foot. There's millions of us. Sound off in chat if you're a foot shaker when you have your leg.
It's not.
When you have your leg balanced on the other leg, put a 1 in the chat if you shake the foot. I know that there's other foot shakers in this chat right this second. I know it for sure. 1's in the chat if you shake that foot. My wife's always bitching about it, in fact. Always bitching about it. Sometimes she'll walk by and she'll reach down and just grab it so it stops for a second. But then when she lets go, it starts going again. Look at all those foot shakers in chat. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of foot shakers. Candace looping the Crucible into her conspiracy show to stretch the debate cope will do more damage to her than the debate did.
It's
When
not
the debate
because I'm
was
nervous.
lighting of the wick, now she contradicts herself
fucking
into
move.
irrelevance. It is the snowball which begins the process of the avalanche. $1,500 away, pony up.
You've never sat there and had your leg
give your
across
money to the glorious
across
cult
your
leader,
leg
Smokey
and
Man.
didn't shake it.
I mean, you've got to have a cult.
I don't believe you.
Dude, look at her face and that pause. Well,
Man,
you don't
more
always look
name
great
calling
when you're
from you.
paused. It's not always fortuitous, is it?
Just what you're doing, the exercise of what you're doing here, is just a level of disrespect that I don't think I've ever dealt with. And
Yeah, it's not nearly as disrespectful as, oh, you only have till Friday. You need to arrange huge sums of money in wire transfers, and then listen to our crazy email debate prattle for hours and hours and hours and hours. You have to listen to this.
I said he's shaking his foot the same reason that I'm moving around in my chair. It's not because I'm fucking nervous. It's because I'm just fucking moving. What part of that did you not understand?
And then you show up with your actual team to do this, and then they don't even bring up most of the fact checks that we requested, which was like, I think 40 plus.
if it wasn't for me knowingly moving out of this house in a couple of weeks or so, I probably would not want these kinds of people to know where I live, because you just don't have respect for children. Now, regarding the debate,
I mean, disrespecting children. You demanded we go there. How many times did we try to get it over to a third party where you didn't have to have it at your house? We asked, I don't know how many times. We even had Joe Rogan as an option. You said no. What is this lunatic talking about? This chick is just batshit crazy. My favorite part was you, as an engineer, explaining the basic physics of projectile and air displacement, and she acted like you were the crazy one. It was really funny. And I've still got people who are talking to me. They're like, yeah, you think you're real smart? That was stupid. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? That's actually how it works. You see, if you have something in a space, you can't have air in that space at the same time. It's going to displace it. That's how that works. That's how mass operates. Coming from the 20K Baron Coleman Live to hang out with the losers for a bit. Hello, losers. Oh, come on, Alice. You love me. You know you love me. foot shaking is literally just expelling pent-up energy, especially when you have to sit there and listen to an insane harpy filibuster without saying anything.
I do want to say this. By the time Andrew Wilson whipped out his phone and read that opening statement, it was clear to me that he was going to lose. As soon as he said the much trafficked quotation of "you're going off vibes and dreams and no evidence,"
Which she admitted to. She literally admitted that she was going off of vibes, dreams, and no evidence. It was actually that her response to that was when I knew I was going to win. Shaking your leg is the action needed in order to combat prattle wine moms and no evidence claims. I agree with that.
knew that he was completely unfamiliar with my content. Like he just decided to go to Turning Point and say, "I'll do this and I'll be macho," and had done no research.
Where does this claim come from of this? Andrew Wilson pretends to be overly macho all the time. I don't actually know where that claim comes from. I think that maybe, do they just perceive me that way, maybe? Hey, Andrew, I'm a longtime watcher. I also have watched Rob Noor and Steven Crowder for quite some time. I'm not a wealthy man, but I feel led to donate to you. I thought you did well in this debate in 1SB. Sure, I may be a little disrespectful in convincing the world a widow for her husband and then some random politician's wife is a man, but I draw the line at Gerald saying like, "Hi, how are you?" Yeah, Gerald was just way out of line. Longtime supporter, first-time dono. She's playing the ultimate victim card. It's one of the many cards she plays. It's hard to listen to her without screaming at the screen. Look, I don't even take it personally. I don't even take any of this personally. I understand that we're dealing with nutcases. I get it. It's just lunatics on the internet times 1,000. Same, higher degree. That's it. I don't even take it personally. I understand completely. These people are insane. This chick just got done telling the world that a woman who her 3 kids isn't responsible for it. Like these are not sane people. This shit caused so much damage to the Republican movement. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't do it.
We had the wind at our sails, and
But it's been
CK should have been the
replicated many
catalyst to
times
stop
throughout
all
the
that.
military.
The midterms are lost
Crazy.
now. They all did.
It's crazy. I don't know how that works.
All of them. I see Alex Jones. He's gunning for me constantly now, too. All these people are gunning for me because they all want to start a new party. You know, that's the thing about this whole thing that's so annoying to me. You want to know what all this is about, ultimately? You ready for this? All these want to start a new political party that they think is going to be able to compete with the Republican Party or the Democrat Party. That's what all this is about, ultimately. And Alex Jones wants to be a part of that. He's good pals with Joe Kent. Joe Kent's part of that. Already met with Tucker. Alex Jones wants to be a part of it. Kent wants to be a part of it. I'm sure Candace wants to be a part of it. That's the whole thing. Whole thing is they just all want to start a new political party. And so they're just ruthlessly attacking anybody on the right wing who doesn't agree that we should allow Democrats to take over and ruin our lives because they want to start their new party. I asked Joe Kent, this is the funniest when this drops, by the way. This is dropping on Friday, I believe, my debate that I did with Andrew Straka, Alex Jones, and Joe Kent were on one side. And it's the funniest you ever heard when I start grilling Joe Kent on what the difference is between the party he proposes and the Libertarian Party, and he couldn't give me any. He couldn't give me a single distinction. You know what he said? He's like, well, leadership will be different. I'm like, the platform, though. What about the platform, Joe, is going to be different? What? He had nothing. Nothing. He had nothing at all. Just libertarianism. So what's the difference going to be? Nothing. I remember when we left Kai Schwimmer. It was Kai Schwimmer and John Doyle. I took them out to dinner, right? John let me do most of the debating, actually, but when he chimed in, he had some epic points. And I remember Doyle was like, that was insane watching that, man. That was crazy watching you grill him on him, Alex Jones, both of them. What's the difference between this proposed party and the Libertarian Party? Nothing. Nothing. It's just crazy.
Man, Danny.
But that's what
Got
most
you
of
wrong,
this shit.
bud.
The reason you see all these people
Mill
forming
Road,
these
you're
crazy
wrong, bud.
alliances and just attacking anybody who's not going to allow Democrats in and is going to continue to support Trump and Republicans rather than that alternative. That's why. It's because they're all trying to push for this new political party. Mark my words, that's why.
I just showed you that they've used 30-06 Springfields in the military in World War One, World War Two, Korea, and Vietnam. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Don't know what else you want me to tell you. Don't know what else you want me to say. See, I thought you asked GPT. You didn't, apparently. Apparently, you didn't ask. You're a liar. You're a liar, and you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Yes, it's entirely possible for a 30-06 soft point at 150 yards to enter a deer-sized animal and not leave an exit wound. And then it brought all the way down, and it was talking about it, and it said, what kind of animal? And I give you a much better idea. And I said, a human shot at an angle through the neck. And then it said, yes, it's very possible. So, no, it's not the only way it would occur. It has happened, bud. We watched it happen live. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but it happened. Especially with a soft point, dude. Coming down at an angle. There's bones. There's vertebrae. It's possible, dude. Possible. You can't say it's not possible because it's happened. We did. We all watched it live. It's definitely happened. Definitely happened. You're just a liar and you don't know what you're talking about. Fine. That's fine. You can continue to be a liar and not know what you're talking about. That's fine. No problem, bud. Not 150 grain soft point fucking round. It does not. You're being stupid and you don't know what you're talking about. Again, I'm just gonna leave that setting right there so you can read it. You'd have to be a full-blown candy tard not to believe it. Full-blown candy tard. Love you. We talking about a damn Browning M2, bro? Or are we talking about the rifle that Tyler Robinson used? They're not the same. They're not the same. You're talking about shit that we're not even talking about. Yeah, a 50 cal is a big fucking round, dude. RDL 6 round is not that big. but dude, your AI is wrong. Because mine says something different. So you're full of shit. It's a soft tip. Soft point. Soft point. If Full Metal Jacket, sure, I would agree with you. Soft point, not that way. Anyway, tired of arguing with y'all. Tired of arguing with dumb people. Tired of arguing with dumb people. Bedtime. It's time to go to bed anyway. You know, like people's got real jobs, not bums like y'all. I mean, I'm in AI, and you just seen what I typed in, and you see my prompt, you see what it told me, you see what I said, you see what it told me. So, oh my God, I'm so tired of talking about Carlos Hathcock. Girl, I don't give a fuck, because it's not the same. All right, I'm out. I'm done with y'all. Come back and argue when I'm not so tired. I'm not the one that thinks that either. But all the evidence shows that way. So, you know, all the evidence is going to prove it, and then Kylo's going to be put to death. He didn't have 130 IQ. Get out of here with that shit. He didn't have nowhere near 130 IQ. Not even close. Maybe you're as dumb as the AI. Maybe your AI is as dumb as the user. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're as dumb as your AI. And vice versa. Anyway, I'm out. I'm done. No more answers.